Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm your host, Sam Capizzi, to bring you everything crypto related, where the rich never sleep. Today I present to you a new ICO called Experty. So as mentioned, today I'm going to be covering a new ICO called Experty that does consulting work via the blockchain. Now, I want to thank Experty for giving me the opportunity here on the channel. This, again, is a paid ICO review, and I'll try to keep my opinions unbiased as possible. Yet, I actually love what they're doing. I think it's a really neat project, and it's something that in my, my personal interest is actually there. I mean, I can actually use this as a service myself. So let's jump right into it. So if you guys watched any of my videos in the past, you'll know that I usually like to start out with the team. And the team is really the foundation for any ICO to succeed. Anybody can come up with a great idea. So it's really all about the team. So the CEO, his name is Camille, and he had worked at a previous company called React Poland alongside Tom, their CTO. But Camille is a full stack software developer, and again, he has worked alongside Tom Dill. Tom Dill is the CEO of React Poland. Together, they founded React Poland, and he is Tom is a lead developer on the team. And third, we have Gregors here. He is a Solidity expert, the programming language used in Ethereum or on the Ethereum blockchain. He is a software engineer at Cisco, a humongous, one of the top IT companies in the world. He is a front-end developer. Additionally, they have 10 existing developers to really make sure that their product gets pushed and launches in a timely fashion. And due to having an established company like React Poland, they have access to a ton of developers at on demand if they should need. But let's talk about what Experty is in a jiffy. Basically what they are is a consulting software platform or application that you can use to get paid for your time and consulting minutes and hours. The problem that they are trying to solve is that these countless man hours are spent waiting for responses, follow-ups, and inquiries, and solutions to a specific problem. Now, they are providing a solution to being able to monetize the consulting of meeting those clients and answering those questions. So let's dive down into the problem on a little bit of a closer level. So the charge and cost confusion. There are basically two ways that consultants can accept money. The first is that users can pay upfront for consultation, but the issue there is that the exact amount of time required to be on a phone call with these consultants is unknown. The duration of the phone call is not clear. You can also basically work on a trust payment processing system where you pay after you consult. But what this does, it requires trust on the knowledge seeker's end that he is actually going to pay for the phone call or the consultation, that he completed. Then on the third end of the spectrum, we have third-party processors out there that will, mediate the first two options and facilitate that. However, they take a charge and they are regulated. They cost fees. So there's problems pretty much on all fronts. Let's talk about the outlook for the market. So this is taken right from their white paper. So there's a huge market outlook for consulting work. It's a $125 billion industry. Just some of the bigger sectors. Digital consulting industry alone is over $20 billion. The US, UK, and Germany are humongous areas. There are big consulting sectors such as tech, human resources, strategy. It's a humongous market. The US is the largest at $55 billion, the UK at 9.4, and Germany at 8.3. The money in this industry is huge, and if they can capture even a fraction of it, it'll be huge. Now, I want to briefly run through the roadmap. So they were an existing company with React Poland. A lot of their members come from React Poland. They founded React Poland back in 2014, which is a software consulting company. They launched their first small crypto project called Satoshi Pay in 2015. And then in 2016, they really investigated the blockchain and started researching and analyzing the use cases that blockchain could provide them. In Q1, their project sort of came, was basically developed. Q2, they started the development on Experty. In Q3, they received investment funds from seed investors. And then in Q4, they actually launched, and they already launched the alpha project, or the alpha product, rather. And I'll show you it in just a moment. Now, the roadmap going forward for Experty looks like this. So they launched their alpha release not too long ago. They will be launching a contract management and Ethereum wallet later this year. In Q2 of next year, the market release for the app will be available to everyone. And then next year in Q3, the desktop or website desktop version will be out for users to use. And in Q4, they'll really start to advance and add some additional payment processing rules and really add some new features to it. And then in 2019, they'll be able to really take user feedback and really expand the idea product and hopefully take it mainstream. Now, this is what the user flow looks like. It's really simple. So step one, the knowledge provider. Let's use me as an example. So I do consulting. I charge an hourly rate. Let's just say I charge $100 an hour. What I can do is I can set my hourly or my minutely rate. So if you break that down into minutes, let's just say I charge $1 a minute. Let's say $60 an hour or $1 a minute. Then in step two, the knowledge provider shares his profile with other consultation networks, and advice seekers can then come to me. So then in step three, an advice seeker, let's say just like you, can call me up on the phone via the app, the Experty app, and is charged a minutely rate, my minutely rate, and it's it's leveraged all via the blockchain, which is ran off the Ethereum protocol. And it's very, very simple. So you're basically charged the money out of your wallet balance, and I'm ensured that you have that, because if you don't have it funded, you won't be able to call me. There will be, a balance. If you don't have a certain balance, if you drop below that balance, the call would essentially drop. Now, the potential use cases, as you could imagine, are humongous. There are consultants in every industry: medical, lawyers, business advisors. I'm a consultant. He's a consultant. Everybody can be a consultant. And we can get paid, and we can start to monetize, our time and resources. Even professors, webcam chats and models, charity donation actions. The use cases really are essentially limitless. You can come up with anything that is, that warrants, taking the time to provide answers for and get paid for it. Now, as I mentioned, they are set to launch on 2 platforms. They have the mobile application ready. It's a beta right now, and we'll show it to you guys. In a couple of months, later next year, they will be launching the web app, so you'll be able to use both of them on both, basically, platforms. Now, why blockchain? What does blockchain provide Experty? Now, the first is payment settlement. Smart contracts, as you know, can escrow payments, so it provides a safe home and ecosystem for consultants and knowledge seekers. Calls are basically only made and only available when the knowledge seeker has funds in his wallet. There is also legal simplification, so peer-to-peer transactions are possible on the blockchain, and this really removes the need for third parties. We don't need to lose fees. So I use Setmore, for example, to schedule one-on-one appointments. No longer will I need to use Setmore if I were to use Experty. I also don't need to trust third parties with my money. I don't need to, rely on them as holding my money. I can work peer-to-peer and take money directly from users, and I don't have to worry about trusting a third party with my money. And lastly, payments are basically instant with the blockchain. Payments can be, as much as several weeks or months. We can truncate that to just minutes by using the blockchain. So, using the blockchain, we can basically receive instant answers, instant access, and instant payments all in a jiffy. And using the blockchain, of course, we always have the transparency and the open source platforms that blockchain are ran off of, and everything is seen, so you don't have to worry about he said, she said this. If you called me, it's on the blockchain, and we know exactly how many minutes were spent doing so. Now, something they really do that's really nice is ease of use. They make it extremely easy to use the Experty platform. You can launch links inside of platforms such as Gmail, all your social media, Facebook, Twitter, you name it. You can even launch or set or send out QR codes where people can scan your QR code and be taken directly to your profile and basically get, right on a call with you within minutes. They make it really easy, and I think that's really key because blockchain can be really fuzzy for a lot of people. So what they can do is via these, great features, they can make it really simple, and you don't even need to know that you're using blockchain to do what you're doing. Now, partnerships. This is also huge, and you don't see this every day with every ICO. MME, QuantStamp, Bitcoin Swiss, they have partnerships established already and are actually allocating money from their ICO to partner with existing companies. QuantStamp, for example, is a smart contract auditor who audits smart contracts. And partnerships are one of the fastest ways to grow. Let's face it, it's much easier to have your name associated with, say, McDonald's than it is to start your own Burger King or your own Wendy's. If you can partner and leverage existing companies' resources and tools, you're going to grow a lot faster. So it's great to see that they are partnered with existing companies. They also have a working product, so you can see it here on the left and right. They have an application right here, and I'll take you to their link, and I'll actually leave this link in the description of the video below so you can watch the full thing yourself. I won't play it in its entirety, but I'll mute it and just give you a brief look. So what they have here is basically a phone call between two cell phones where they actually send money in Ethereum from one person to the other. In fact, you can see right here, I think, here's the call right here, 18 seconds long in length, and the money is sent right here. It charged them 0.0009 Ethereum. And you can see it, in action here. The phone call sends, and it sends right from one phone to the other. You can take a look at it. This is, again, their beta, and I'll leave the link in the description below. I would definitely, recommend you check it out if you're interested in investing. So it's, always great to see a beta out there. That's not something you see with a lot of projects these days. They do have a working product out there ready to, in the wings, ready to be set and launched to the masses. Now, if you want to participate, you can get in early by investing in the ICO. So let's talk a little bit more. The token, what are the token economics? What gives the token value? So Experty abbreviated their token EXY, EXI. I'll call it EXI for short. The EXI token can be used in their platform for all payments from advice seekers to knowledge providers. Additionally, EXI will be used by users for access to premium features. Some of these premium features include scheduling, paid group calls, and conversation recording. EXI will also be used by advice seekers as a deposit for advanced scheduling. So there are definitely benefits and advantages to holding the EXI token. Now, the maximum cap on the crowd sale, 33,000 Ethereum. That is the maximum that they are looking to shoot for in their ICO. The total token supply is 100 million EXI. And it will cost, basically, you'll receive 1,000 EXI for every 1 Ethereum invested. That is the token price. The token generation event. This is what it'll look like when you break it down. 33% of the tokens are being allocated to the token sale. 33% are being dedicated to the company. 30% will be dedicated to establishing partnerships, which again, I think is huge. And then a small portion, just a couple of percent, will be allocated to token sale costs, airdrops, and bounties. The allocation of the funds from the ICO specifically will be allocated in this following format. 40% will go to software development, 40% will go to marketing, 15% for long-term research, and 5% for overhead fees such as legal and administration. Very typical amounts here, nothing out of the ordinary. And that's going to wrap it up. Let me actually show you guys their website. Again, if you want to take a look at their website, head over to experty.io to take a greater look. I encourage you to leave your comments and questions on this video below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave any feedback or anything you guys have in the video below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think about Experty. As always, you can also schedule one-on-one appointments with me. And like I said, this is definitely a platform, Experty, that I could use to leverage, myself. So it's definitely very cool, even for me. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like button and please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. I do this content and bring this here to you guys every single day. So remember, stay a crypto somniac because the rich never sleep.